back. Sorry about that. The my other camera is mounted to a tripod that's when I turn the lights off in the garage, it doesn't charge, and I keep saying I'm gonna run a cord over to that. So when I shut it off at night, it still keeps charging, and when I come in here, I don't find myself checking that before I start. Alright, so here's the fan shroud in question, last video, and of course, some of the linkage is still hooked to it, and it's bolted down somewhere or other with some screw that I can't seem to see yet. There it is. 2 1/4-inch screws on it that you guys can't see because it's dark over here in the corner. And I tried to read the comments, but what's up? So I'm tried sneaking a fuel line behind here with just some makeshift stuff, like throwing a piece of copper tubing in there and try to do the sneak around the fan shroud, and it didn't work, which I thought the case was going to be like that, but I tried it anyways, just because, see how far I can make it. So now I'm just put the rewind off, and the throttle linkage is right on there on the shroud, so I have to remove that. So anyways, you wonder what I'm doing. Once I get the shroud out of the way, I'll show you what I'm dealing with here, but maybe. I won't lose these screws, but could lose them because I don't have anything to put it in. So let me take you off that guy, and so take this throttle linking stuff right here off. 2 screws, put that out of the way. Now I can take this whole thing off of here. Except for I'm still going to have my little primer bulb hose on there. Should move right up out of there. Or down that way, or like I said, it's been a minute, so I've had one of them off, you know, because we haven't had snow here in a while. Let's put that up here. And so my fuel hose is right there, and it goes around behind the flywheel there. And probably won't even be able to get you a very good shot of that. So she's just right behind the flywheel here where she came loose. So goes right in there. Goes right in there. Comes right out of this right here. So yeah. Oh. Anyways, hopefully I don't drop you guys on the ground. I got some new camera mounts to the tripod, and I don't know. It's Amazon. So when you push it through there, it wants to go right into the flywheel. And so you got to have something to hold it back away from the flywheel, because it's just going to go. Because all you have is like two little metal ears on each side to hold it away. Two little metal ears. You can take the flywheel off if you like, but no need to that. You just got to get down here and push the hose over away from the flywheel, and push it the rest of the way in there. Actually, didn't get it in very far. Just got it behind there a minute. I did that. Just behind it. Thought I got it farther than that, but obviously not. I usually have some sort of light in the vicinity so I can see what I'm doing, but I left the light up at the house. And I can't see nothing. And I can't see nothing. Absolutely nothing I can't see. Really don't want to bend this shield out of the way, because then once you bend something, you can't get it back to the right direction. And well, you know, you can tell that I'm doing a live video because it doesn't seem to want to work when you're doing such like things like that. Just if you can't see what you're doing. Now, if you guys want to hang on, while I go get my light, you're welcome to hang on. If you don't, I'll be back in a minute. All right, if you're there, thanks for sticking around. If you're not, I get it. Had to get my light so I could see what I was doing because I was seeing blind, but when you can't see behind something, You can't see it. Yeah, it's hitting their little shroud there. There's a little shroud behind the flywheel too. That's why I like to do the. That's why I like to do the sneak and room thing. But it doesn't always seem to work. You know, some guys will just take the doggone flywheel right off so you can see back there, but I don't think I have that socket. Yeah, there's another little bump right behind. Right behind the flywheel, you can see it. That you need to get past, and I'm not past it yet. I think it's just bumping right into it. I'm sure I'll probably just have to take the hose off. Take that flywheel off there. I just don't think I got the socket for it. That's why I didn't want to do it. No, it's right there. The other steel pieces. That probably has something to do with it. This hose is much thicker than the other one. Yeah, just kind of like bump. I don't know, see if I got the socket for it. There's no guarantee on that. No guarantee on that. Let me lift this blower up a little bit, if it's possible. That's the way I should be doing it in the first place, but give you guys the best view. I'm trying to not do that, but a little higher. Let's see if we can go 5 more inches higher, and then I can see really good. There we go. I'm sure you can see really good now. Right? Yeah, you can. I gotta just figure out what size socket is. What size do you think it is? I have a 24. Hey, 24 it is. There we go. I think I have the impact down here. Did have. Oh boy, we're in good shape, guys. In good shape. I guess my impact's up at the house too. thought I brought it down here to do something with. All right. All right, so you got to spin that nut off, and then you got to take this cup off, in case you've never done this before. Put the cup aside, hopefully you won't lose it. And put this guy back on, make sure she's flush with the end. You need to get some sort of pry bar in here. And then you need to tap on this guy a little bit. She should come right off, but you know that sometimes you just don't want to do that. I just got to find my pry bar now that I sat down somewhere. Mess of stuff. There's a hammer, but I don't think it's big enough. Here's a bigger one. Alright, I got the bigger hammer, the big bammer, but I don't know what happened to my pry bar, so I'm hunting for that. Last time I seen it was up on top of the bench I'm working on, but she ain't there. Oh, I didn't take them all up to the house. No, they're down here. There it is. Underneath my pile of stuff. Okay. Try to get someplace where you can pull it out a little bit. You just want to hit on the end of this. Not trying to damage the crankshaft. Sorry if I'm not reading your comments, but I'm just trying to get around here. I'm right-handed, so I got to use the right hand, you know. Can't do it left-handed because the school says that you got to be right-handed or left-handed. You can't be both. And the school knows. The school knows. You can't be both, left and right. Just left or right. So it looks like to me I got to pull this shifter linkage out here so I can sneak through here. There's a washer and a key thing. And tell you, this linkage will probably be in the road because that's how it works. So here we go. And that rod's going to hit too, so you can't really get a good swing at it because everything's in the road. Alright, so I got it over here out of the road. Doesn't mean it's totally out of the road though. There we go. There we go. 10 times. 10 times the charm. Looks like there's no room in the end. Looks like there's no room in the end. There's no room in the end. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's not. You should have a keyway in this shaft here on your flywheel, so don't lose that, because I don't know where you even find one. All right, so let me zoom you in to where I was at with the hose thing, so you can probably see it better than that way. All right, so try to bring you up a little higher. All right, so underneath the coil, in this vicinity, I'll try to get you a pointer. Everything's in the road right here. You can't even see it. You can't even see it. Maybe you can see it now. A little better. You can see the hose coming across. See, the hose comes across straight to there. And there's that little tab, part of that tab there, and that's what the problem. Why I couldn't get it through is because of that little tab. And even if I push the hose out now, I still can't get through there. Yeah. Looks like they want you to take these screws loose here. All right. Well, there you go. That explains why you couldn't see it. I got to take these 2 screws loose. That loosens up this plate and lets it slide through there. Isn't that lovely? Just got to loosen them up though. You might have the same application, not so much on a snowboard, but you might have that same application just using the engine for something. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to have it on the snowboard, so. And it's become comfy. Like, when you're struggling so much for it, because my tools are scattered everywhere, so they're scattered everywhere, and my toolbox is filled full of a bunch of junk that I thought I might need, but all right, so that whole plate comes loose. If you keep loosening it enough, there we go. I'll give you enough room to get that hose through there, so it will slide right through there. Other than that one ground wire. And it's totally up to you how much you stick out the other end. I mean, you can stick it out there and bolt your carburetor on, and then shorten it back up, or you just can do like we all do, is wasted, put it in the middle, and so that way you have enough on each end. You know what I'm saying? And so there was no way with this application that I was going to be able to slide that hose through there. I thought it was on Tecumseh, so he did it on, but it looks like to me it must have been just Briggs and Stratton's that I did that on, because as you could tell with this thick hose, there's no way I could have got it. No way. Impossible. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't, I can't understand what you're saying. I apologize that there's that communication issue we got. Alright, so I had to take that flywheel loose, slide that hose through there, because it hit it on that one right there, that tab right there. So we got enough fuel holes on both sides. Alright, now we gotta put the flywheel back in and put the shroud back on and all that. So anyways, anybody out there or what? I got 0 watchers, so if we got 0 watchers, I might as well turn the camera off, because 0 watchers is wasting YouTube's money. So I got it back in there. The keyway looks like it's back in there. I guess it looks like. Yeah. You just put that cup in the lock washer. The cup and the lock washer back on. And it only goes on one way. There's a little tab. Little tab lines up. Somewhere's in there. Maybe it's anywhere. Looks like it can go anywhere. I thought it was a special spot, but no, looks like it can go anywhere. Anywhere. You just put that guy back in and just gun it down. There's a torque spec for it, but it's just a lawnmower, just a snowblower. In case you didn't want to know, I had a 20. That was a 24 millimeter socket. You can clean this all out and blow this all out in here if you want. That's totally up to you. As for this primer hose and all that, if you want to replace that hose, where you got it apart and a new primer, it's totally up to you too. I will not be doing that, so that's a nada for me. And it's a wiggle worm to get it back in here. I thought I took it out the top, so maybe you want to try it. If you can't get it, won't go through the bottom, then try to put it through the top. And again, if you're not videotaping, you can say all the bad words you want to, but I try not to do that because it just makes a bad quality video when you do that kind of stuff. Make sure you have your hose in the right location, wherever it's supposed to be. Which, I don't know. I don't know if it goes underneath. I assume it goes underneath the intake. So now that I put it on top, I think it goes underneath. Watch your linkage there. Watch your linkage there. But try to wiggle it in place before you try to put your screws in. It came up kind of hard, so I'm sure it'll go back in kind of difficult. Start them all first before you put it back together. All right, so put this rod back in. Screw here, screw down here, one on the other side over there, and then we get to work on the linkage. All right. You're just tuning in, you keep hearing me talk over myself. It's because I do post this on my channel other than the live stuff. Because other people like to watch it, and they don't like to watch the live version because it just takes a whole lot of time. They can't fast forward through it. When you pre-record something, you can fast forward through it. If you get what I'm saying. Right now you're saying this guy's taking too long. Put the fuel hose on, and I could be doing something else. And, yep, exactly my thoughts. Or you can put a shut off in the line. Well, you have this part too. I do not know where one of those are at. The last one I had. Last one I had, I put on something. So now I don't have one to put on this. It's highly recommended, but I do notice I got some from some company, and found out that well, let me tell you, they leaked. So If you can get them at the auto parts store, but things are more money this year than they were last year. And the circus has just started. The circus has just started, guys. The circus has just started. You got your tickets early. You got your tickets early. Even the tickets for the circuits are going to be more money for sure. All right, so I just want to bring you along on the fuel line installing on a Tecumseh 16 horse, 12 and a half horse. I said it was a 16 horse on the last video, but what do I know? What do I know, huh? You got one person watching. How'd you ever do it? How'd you ever do it without falling asleep? How did you ever do it? Alright, so I gotta hook up the throttle linkage on the side of the blower fan, and there's something in the gas tank that I probably should remove. I don't know what it is, but I want to say that if I don't remove it, I'll be out snow blowing. I'll be out snow blowing with it, cleaning our spring pass so we can move around here. And we'll cut off the fuel, and then I'll be messing with it. I don't know what it is. Definitely something though. And these blowers are all over the place now. Most of them are sitting in people's yards from last year. Know that winter here is at its last hurrahs, and because we're at the tail end of February. So we just got next month of whatever it's going to be. Whatever it's going to be is going to be. And then we're on to spring. So I don't know if winter was long this year or not. It's hard to tell. Said I was down here almost every night doing some sort of video, so it made it go by faster than just sitting around. I do my share of sitting around though. All right. There you go. Gotta remember to put that little plate back in there. Now I can work my way on to putting the little throttle lever on the side. With these teeny weeny screws, they're pretty easy to drop. I'm starting with the top one. Wish I could show you what I'm doing here, but I'll have to show you a picture of it. Well, I think I showed it if you were there. Wow. When I took it apart, I know people were clicking on and off, so they were probably getting tired of listening to me talk, so they unclicked off. So I don't have a lot of stuff yet, but let me tell you, there's enough stuff in here that I'm the guy with a lot of half-done projects, but let me tell you, there's a lot of people that will say, "Hey, why don't you finish one thing?" and haven't did one thing. They haven't did anything. They haven't started one project at all, but they run their mouth about someone having multi-projects done, open, working, in progress, we'll say. And it doesn't matter how long it's been in progress. It was 10 years they've been in progress. But there's people that say that, "Hey, why don't you just finish one project?" And they haven't did anything. Yeah, world's full of those. So the linkage is back together. And I got my fuel line where I wanted to do. That's why I wanted to show you guys that. Because if you have to replace it, some people are running around the outside and down in front of the fan shroud and that. And well, that just causes you a lot of problems. What it does, I mean, it doesn't. If it doesn't do it now, it will. Because you got to take this. You got to take this rewind out of the way, and you got your fuel line running in front of it. Bad enough you got this chute thing and this lever in here. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's all I wanted to show you. That's how you replace a fuel line on a Tecumseh engine, like it or not. That's the way you got to do it. And then I got to put this carburetor on next. And that'll be on another video because that's how it works. That's how it works with me. All right, we'll bring you back on the on that. Oh, I was going to show you. Wasn't I going to show you that? Yeah, I was going to show you that again, in case you just tuned in because you're busy doing something. That's what she looks like there. All right. Thanks for for sticking with me. Like I said, it's almost 59 minutes. I try to keep it into under an hour. Sometimes these live ones in the evening or after 7, they go into the 2-hour ones. So thanks for being there. Bye.